Let's leave no stone unturned. Jaquarii Roberson from Wake Forest. Now he's 6'1.5", and of course, he's 180 pounds. But before you dog the man's weight, he runs a 4.4 40, and he can take the top off the defense. I love the fact that the Cowboys are looking to bring in a guy like that. He's an undrafted rookie free agent. Nevertheless, before you throw dirt and shade on the man, I really think that he can take the top off the defense. And when you look at his collective tape, do he have gaudy numbers? You could say from that program, back-to-back years, he had 8 touchdowns. There's nothing to sneeze at, especially in the ACC. He was considered one of the better wide receivers out of that conference. Now, before you guys say, well, Law, this wide receiver class is huge. You got a lot of guys that's fighting for a role. Well, why not? Iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. And I always love the fact that you never know. Leave no stone unturned. And it's always a guy that you least expect show up and shine. Now, Jaquarii Roberson got really soft hands. He will go and grab that ball and pull it out of the sky. I've seen tape of him doing that against Clemson. He had over 90 yards receiving in that game, and on top of that, back-to-back multiple games. You can look through his resume and you can see that he averaged over 100 yards. He was their deep threat guy. I look at Jaquarii Roberson as a guy that will compete. Like I said, he runs a 4.4 40. His speed is pretty decent. My issue with him would be clearly, can he get off the jam? And you will have to work with him. Maybe you can motion Jaquarii Roberson before the snap. My flaws with Jaquarii Roberson, as I look at everything, would be the bump and run coverage. Of course, you get nasty with him. It seems as if though he have issues getting off the jam, but we can work around that, right? We can put more bricks in his pocket over the off season and also move him around. Sometimes line him up inside the slot. He can play inside and outside as that wide receiver role. And of course, at the top of his route, he need to work on that. Nevertheless, the way he high point the ball and bring it and pull it out of the sky, he got really soft hands, and I really like that out of his tape. Look, none of these guys are finished products, and there's always a guy that a lot of people will overlook. A lot of people will look at it and say, well, he have no chance, Law. He have no chance. Well, I come here to tell you, this guy can prove it on the field if he get out there and say, hey, this opportunity and this platform belong to me. So Jaquarii Roberson is a guy, and when he get the ball, somehow you're not catching him. He got that type of speed, and he can find the soft areas in the zone and exploit that and pull the ball out of the sky. I've seen him do it against Clemson, over 90 yards receiving in that game, and he had multiple games north of 100 yards back-to-back. So that's a level of consistency. My biggest thing that I was able to identify is 2 years in a row, 8 tubs. It's not easy to do. Not easy. I don't care which conference you in. And collectively, he had 17 touchdowns for his collegiate career. I really like Jaquarii Roberson, especially his foot speed. Now, will he be the starting wide receiver one day? Maybe. Will he be the starting wide receiver coming out of camp? Maybe not. Be realistic with it, you know. But here's the thing. Always give these guys a shot at it. Jaquarii Roberson may be that guy that everybody can look back at and say, hey, who is that guy right there who's wearing number 6? He will be wearing number 6 for the Dallas Cowboys. Pay attention to him out there on the field. I can't wait to see what he's going to do when the lights are bright, when practice is there. Let's see if he can take the top off the defense against these guys. Remember, those hands are official, and he will pull it out of the sky. And he got a little nastiness to him. He got a little nastiness. He would get into the face of the opposition, and he's just a little frail, but he plays with a big heart. That's one thing you can't measure. You can look at the speed, you can look at the size of the man, but when it's time to look at the heart, that's something that he can bring to the table. So, Cowboy Nation, be sure to check out Jaquarii Roberson. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys.